A land in Africa, but its people are of American descent. That's right, everything here is deeply infused with American culture and style. However, it seems that the girls here have an incredibly unique charm, even more so than American girls. In fact, Michael Jackson, the king of pop, composed a special song for the girls of this land. You heard that right? Even in the slums or on the beaches, they have a special allure. Are you curious about how a country celebrates Christmas in a European style? This country has many incredible features. Don't wait any longer. Let's explore Liberia in today's travel documentary. Liberia is located in the southern part of West Africa with a coastline along the North Atlantic Ocean. Liberia covers an area of about 43,000 square miles, which is comparable to the state of Tennessee in the United States, or 4 times the size of Belgium. Liberia borders Sierra Leone to the west, Guinea to the north, and Côte d'Ivoire to the east. Liberia has a characteristic humid tropical climate, ideal for those who love experiencing diverse nature, with 2 distinct seasons. This country offers interesting changes throughout the year. The rainy season, which lasts from May to October, brings abundant rainfall. This is the perfect time to explore the rich rainforest ecosystem and enjoy the cool air after the rain. Meanwhile, the dry season, from November to April, welcomes visitors with dry weather, warm sunshine, and clear skies, perfect for outdoor activities or enjoying Liberia's beautiful beaches. The name Liberia means land of the free. Indeed, this is the oldest country in Africa. Some monuments in Monrovia stand as proof of this impressive event, including the Joseph Jenkins Roberts Memorial and the Centennial Pavilion. Alongside Ethiopia, Liberia is one of the only African countries that was never a former colony of European powers. However, while Ethiopia maintained its independence through military strength and clever strategies, Liberia relied on the support of the United States. That's right. The U.S. played a supportive role in Liberia through development programs and political and economic aid, but did not directly intervene in the management or governance of the country. So what did Liberia give up to receive support from the U.S.? At that time, the U.S. was facing social issues related to the unstable group of African Americans. Consequently, the U.S. and Liberia collaborated to establish the American Colonization Society, ACS, in 1822, with the goal of resettling African Americans in Liberia. Upon arriving in Liberia, these individuals were provided with basic infrastructure to live. Over a span of about 30 years, more than 15,000 African Americans and over 3,000 Afro-Caribbeans migrated to Liberia, where they settled. Today, Liberia has a population of about 5.7 million people, comparable to the state of Minnesota in the U.S. Notably, the identities of African Americans and indigenous people in Liberia have gradually blended, creating a unique culture. English is used as the primary language, clearly reflecting this cultural fusion. Liberia also impresses with its flag, which has a design similar to the U.S. flag, featuring alternating red and white stripes. However, the Liberian flag has only 11 stripes, symbolizing the signers of the country's Declaration of Independence, instead of 13 stripes like the U.S. flag. The upper left corner of the Liberian flag contains only 1 star, representing the independent free nation, unlike the 50 stars that symbolize the 50 states on the U.S. flag. Do you think Liberia's flag is a replica of the U.S. flag, or is it just an idea of inspiration? Please comment below this video to let us know your answer. Thank you for your feedback. Nestled at the foot of the S. Gabriel Mountains, the capital city of Monrovia is the political, cultural, and economic center of Liberia, as well as a vibrant city with unique characteristics. However, does the name of this city sound familiar to you? In fact, the city is named after James Monroe, the 5th President of the United States. The first thing you notice when you arrive in Monrovia is the astonishing number of people on the streets throughout the day. From one end of the city to the other, it seems that hundreds of thousands of people are walking to and from mysterious destinations. Walking has become a national pastime. The streets are so crowded that sometimes walking anywhere in the city center is better than driving a car. On these streets, you'll see girls with very distinctive looks, features that only women from this country possess, with characteristic skin tones, naturally thick curly hair, harmonious facial features, high cheekbones, and large, sharp eyes. Most of them are mixed, often with African American heritage. So when you look at their faces, you might find them familiar. Additionally, unlike other African girls with slender builds, they tend to have fuller figures, resembling girls from the Americas. Have you ever heard Michael Jackson's song Liberian Girl? This is a wonderful song composed specifically to honor the girls of Liberia, with profound lyrics and sincere emotions. The King of Pop used music to express his love and admiration for the women of this country. So what makes Liberian women special compared to women in other African countries, to the extent that Michael Jackson dedicated a song to praise them? In fact, Liberia is a place where women are expected to be everything for everyone at once. Despite the countless challenges the country faces, Liberian women rise strong. They are beautiful, talented, pursue their dreams, and break old stereotypes. Women who were once associated with being confined to the kitchen have now stepped out of those boundaries, asserting themselves in all fields. In the past, it was believed that Liberian women had to stay in the kitchen, completely submissive and always agreeing with everything their husband said. But today, they are rewriting their story. Liberian women dare to excel. They enter the political arena, become leaders, and achieve remarkable accomplishments. A prime example is Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the first female president of Liberia and of Africa, who is celebrated for her efforts in promoting peace, social justice, and women's rights. Another is Laima Gbowe, the leader of the Liberian Women's Peace Movement, both of whom received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2011. Moreover, Liberian women assert their roles in various other fields, from running restaurants and eateries to participating in administrative agencies, starting businesses, and advocating for the rights of more vulnerable women. Despite their talents and the many important roles they take on, when asked about their most outstanding quality, most Liberian women humbly share, "We cook very well." They are confident that as long as they are given a recipe and ingredients, they can turn it into a dish that's even better than you can imagine. Do you think the women of this country deserve the song Liberian Girl by the King of Pop? Would you like to explore these talented girls and make the lyrics of the song come true? If so, please subscribe to the channel and comment below, for we will share with you tips on how to win the hearts of these beautiful girls. You know, there's a reality that we can all understand. When you look up, you see all the good things, the incredible achievements and progress. But as soon as you look down, you cannot ignore the darker, harsher side of things, just like the women in Liberia. Although there are many brave and inspiring women leading the way, there is also a harsh reality lurking beneath the surface that we cannot turn a blind eye to. Stay tuned to find out what this terrible truth is. Like other countries in Africa, Monrovia is no exception. The city faces increasing demands with resilience while continuing to improve its infrastructure in the context of a constrained economy. Currently, the poverty situation in Liberia remains alarming, with about 80% of the population living in poverty, and 85% of people earning less than $5.50 a day. This has led to a widespread prevalence of homelessness throughout the country. The sight of dilapidated streets filled with potholes where homeless people huddle on tattered cardboard has become an inseparable part of everyday life. In typical slums like Claratown or West Point, located on the outskirts of the capital, Monrovia, the situation is even worse. Makeshift homes made of tin, scrap wood, or plastic sheets are crammed together in terrible sanitary conditions. The pathways are muddy, littered with garbage, and overflowing with sewage. You might see grown women sitting barefoot on the roadside, their hungry bellies audible if you pass by. It could be said that begging is quite accurate, but they also provide a more special service. These girls wait for a man to pass by and then invite him, saying, "I don't need money, just give me a meal or just a bowl of rice, and I can do anything for you," or similar phrases. In fact, this is also a form of exchange. If someone gives them something to eat, they will have a more intimate relationship with their conversation partner. However, it seems that these services don't attract many customers. Looking at this image, you can already guess the reason, right? But would you like to know why they choose food instead of cash or jewelry? After all, those things are worth more. Do you want to know the reason? Simply put, it's about security. After all, once the transaction is done, you might not even have time to hold on to the cash before a thief from the slum takes it away, and you'll never see it again. That's right, there are quite a few petty thieves here who won't harm you but will quickly and silently take your money. To ensure safety, travelers should limit carrying valuable items, avoid wearing jewelry, and refrain from using phones or expensive devices in public. Cash should be stored discreetly and securely when moving around. Choose personal vehicles or reliable rental services, as public transport like shared taxis can pose many risks. Always try to travel in groups or have a local guide, especially when visiting areas far from the city center. In addition, Liberia also faces hygiene and health issues, especially in impoverished areas. Travelers should only use bottled or boiled drinking water and choose to eat at places that ensure hygiene. Mosquito-borne diseases such as malaria and dengue fever remain significant threats here. Therefore, you need to bring preventive medication, mosquito repellent, and wear long-sleeved clothing to reduce the risk of mosquito bites. The healthcare system in Liberia has many limitations, especially in rural areas, so bring a personal first aid kit and ensure you have international travel insurance in case of needing emergency medical assistance. This is also why the country sees so few visitors that even the World Bank and the World Tourism Organization do not have data on international visitor numbers. But just because this country is poor or has security issues, doesn't mean you shouldn't visit. At tourist spots or in the capital, safety is always ensured. Monrovia is not only an urban center but also a place of incredible natural beauty. The city is surrounded by lush tropical forests, part of the Upper Guinea rainforest, known for its rich biodiversity. The beaches near Monrovia, such as Silver Beach and CCE Beach, are likened to hidden gems of the city, offering rare tranquility amidst the bustling life of Liberia's capital. This place attracts not only with its fine white sand and crystal clear waters, but also with its untouched natural beauty, creating a sense of wilderness and relaxation. Visitors can enjoy exciting activities such as swimming, kayaking, or even diving to observe the rich marine life just offshore. On clear days, the beach becomes a perfect destination for picnics or BBQ parties, where you can relax, enjoy the cool sea breeze, and gentle sunlight. A special highlight is the stunning sunset over the Atlantic Ocean. As the sun sets, golden orange light blankets the sparkling sea, creating a magnificent scene for couples or photography enthusiasts. If you are a nature lover, Sapo National Park is a paradise for those who love exploring nature. It is home to many rare species such as leopards, forest elephants, African red river hogs, and various primates. With its rich ecosystem, you can participate in forest trekking, admire magnificent waterfalls, and marvel at the diversity of tropical plants. The feeling of being immersed in the deep forest will make you forget all the noise of everyday life. Additionally, Liberia attracts visitors with its vibrant markets, rich in local character. The Red Light Market in Monrovia is an unmissable experience where you can immerse yourself in the daily life of Liberians. The market sells everything from handicrafts and traditional fabrics to local street foods like pepper soup or jollof rice. The bustling and colorful atmosphere of the market not only delights you, but also provides an authentic glimpse into local culture. Not only are there tourist attractions in this country, but there are also many fascinating festivals that you shouldn't miss. What do you think about celebrating Christmas in an African country? Instead of the traditional Christmas tree, Liberians often decorate palm or banana trees with lights and handmade ornaments. This is a creative way to bring the Christmas spirit closer to everyday life. The streets of Monrovia and major towns are adorned with sparkling lights, creating a warm and lively atmosphere. Christmas songs with an African style, blending drums and woodwinds, resonate everywhere, accompanied by lively group dances. The highlight of the festival is the folk dances and vibrant music, as Liberian girls in colorful traditional attire gracefully dance around bonfires or during caroling at churches. They often wear intricately decorated headscarves and give small gifts filled with love, such as candies, new clothes, or handicrafts, which children eagerly receive. The Mask Festival is a distinctive traditional cultural event representing the indigenous tribes of Liberia. This festival is often organized by Poro for men and Sandy for women communities. The focal point of the festival is the unique mask performances, where artisans wear intricately carved wooden masks and dance to the rhythm of drums. These masks are not only works of art, but also carry deep spiritual significance, representing ancestral spirits or protective deities. Young women in the community often participate in these rituals, donning traditional attire, showcasing grace and cultural pride. When visiting Liberia, especially during festival occasions, travelers cannot miss the opportunity to savor unique traditional dishes that are rich in the flavors of West Africa. Liberian cuisine is a harmonious blend of natural ingredients, bold spices, and traditional cooking methods, creating dishes that are both delicious and appealing. One standout dish is jollof rice, cooked with tomatoes, peppers, onions, and local spices, often paired with chicken, fish, or beef, offering vibrant colors and irresistible flavors. Additionally, you shouldn't miss palm butter, a signature stew made from palm oil combined with fish, meat, and vegetables, creating a rich and flavorful dish, especially delightful when served with white rice or fufu, a smooth, doughy cassava flour dish. During festivals, visitors can also enjoy Liberian grilled meat, often marinated with a spicy blend of seasonings and then grilled over charcoal, filling the air with an enticing aroma. Street food stalls are also a must-try, where you can sample era or spicy green mango salad, creative snacks from Liberia. The unique flavors of these dishes not only satisfy your taste buds but also allow you to explore local culture with every bite. Finally, what about the cost of living in Liberia? You're curious, right? Let's start right now. In Monrovia, the rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center typically ranges from $300 to $600 per month depending on quality and security. A night at a hotel can cost as little as $20 to $40. Apartments in the suburbs or smaller towns can be as low as $150 to $300 per month. For those looking to save, hostels or traditional homes can cost around $50 to $100 per month, but they will lack modern amenities. Dining in Liberia is quite affordable, especially if you buy food from local markets. A meal at a casual restaurant costs about $3 to $5, while a meal at a mid-range restaurant featuring traditional Liberian dishes can range from $10 to $20. If you prefer upscale restaurants or European cuisine, meal prices can go up to $30 to $50 per person. If you cook for yourself, the weekly food cost for an average person is around $20 to $40, including rice, which is about $1 per pound, vegetables costing $1 to $2 per bunch, chicken at $5 to $8 per kilogram, and fresh fish at $3 to $5 per kilogram. Imported items like cheese or wine are usually much more expensive, ranging from $10 to $20 each. Public transportation in Liberia mainly relies on taxis and local buses. A taxi ride in Monrovia typically costs around $2 to $5 for a short trip and can go up to $10 to $15 for longer distances. Local buses or POA, which are small buses, are a cheaper option, costing only about 50 cents to $1 per trip. If you want to rent a private car, the average rental price is from $40 to $60 per day, not including fuel costs. Gasoline in Liberia typically costs around $5 to $6 per gallon, which is quite high by international standards. Utilities in Liberia can be quite expensive, especially electricity, as most energy is produced from personal generators. An average household may spend about $50 to $150 per month on electricity, depending on usage. Clean water is usually supplied through trucks or from boreholes, costing between $10 to $30 per month. Internet, while not widespread in rural areas, is relatively expensive, ranging from $30 to $100 per month, depending on speed and service provider. Healthcare services in Liberia can be quite limited and of uneven quality. A visit to a doctor at a private clinic typically costs around $20 to $50, while treatment at a private hospital can reach $100 to $200 or more. Common medications like antibiotics or pain relievers generally cost between $5 to $20, but imported specialty drugs can be significantly more expensive. International health insurance is a popular choice for foreigners living in Liberia, costing around $50 to $100 per month, depending on coverage. Entertainment in Liberia is usually inexpensive. Admission tickets to cinemas, if available, or music events typically range from $5 to $20. A picnic or exploring the beach is often free or only incurs travel costs. Local markets are great places to shop for crafts and clothing, with souvenir prices like wooden masks and fabric bags ranging from $10 to $50. With a budget of about $700 to $1,500 per month, or a 7-day trip costing only $300 to $500, You can live comfortably in Liberia, especially if you know how to manage your expenses and enjoy what this country has to offer. With these costs, do you think Liberia is a place you could visit or settle down in? If yes, comment 1. If no, comment 0, and we will introduce you to another country with lower costs. Thank you for your feedback. If you are truly interested in visiting this country and want to go to Liberia, please comment 7 and we will share with you the visa and other requirements to travel to Liberia. We have explored Liberia together. Thank you for watching the last part of today's travel documentary. Hope to see you join us on our next video.